my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. I'm pretty excited because I got some new tarot decks for my birthday, and 2 of them have come in today, and one I know we're definitely using today, and I have the other one off to the side just in case this read turns into another relationship or romance read, because I got this new deck specifically because apparently that's the sort of channel this is for the most part, or at least at this time. I'm waiting for one more deck to come in, and that's the one that I don't know, maybe I'm most excited about, but also most nervous about, because I want to do a particular sort of reading with it, and I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm not sure. But we'll see. I'm more nervous because I really don't have any background in the sort of reading that I want to do, but I really want to support this particular audience that I want to read for. And so hopefully they won't mind too much. Okay, so what we're going to do, I know normally we clarify with this little deck, but what I'm doing today is we're kind of using it is our broad energy. What's at the bottom? Oh, the 10 of, and here's the thing. I didn't know if I was going to say this, but something that happened while I was on my little walk break at work, when I was walking, I passed this stop sign, and I couldn't tell you why, but this stop sign seemed very significant. It was just like, stop. And I started thinking about like, oh, I think probably I'm gonna do a read today. And the stop sign had something to do with it. And like, I wasn't gonna say anything because I was just like, well, maybe you know it's not, but there's something about that stop. Stop, it's something about old relationships, old friendships, like looking back on maybe things that weren't especially fantastic in your life, relationships, friendships, family, looking back on these things. I think that time of self-reflection for a lot of the collective is coming to an end. This is all old energy, and it seems like whatever self-reflecting that you've been doing, maybe whatever ruminating you've been doing about this stuff is coming to a stop, perhaps an abrupt stop, and we're starting on something new. It's celebratory, fresh energy. And likely you're going to be a lot more discerning going forward in the future of which energies that you are going to entertain in your space as you embark on this new adventure in this very, you know, I'm going to say luxurious energy. I don't know if that's quite the right word, but it's sort of fully mature, right? After this period of self-reflection, maybe perhaps isolation, I'm not sure. If that is not the full message of today, that is at least likely a side message that something like this or something else in your life is going to stop. It is over, it is done. It is simply going to fall off, as it has been dead for quite a while. You don't need it anymore. There's nothing left to think about. There's nothing left to process. All that's left is to let it slip from your hands and slip from your mind. We'll keep that later to clarify. And here's one of my new little decks, the Panther. I've been wanting to get it for a while just because I wanted to work with something other than the Kipper. I like the Kipper a lot, but it tends to be pretty limited. And the Panther has a bit more, right? A little bit more for us to work with. But I really like, what I'd like to do is sort of the usual reads and maybe layer the Panther on top of the Kipper to maybe see if we get more that way. Okay, yes. Here. Oh, yes, okay, we have 2. right there. And the panther is so cute. I also want to use it with the pastel journey deck, because they both have that little, you know, anime-ish type of theme. And then eventually I'll also pick up the, oh, I just saw the word stop. And homeless, woo! Something doesn't have a home. Love don't live here anymore. Loss. Loss. I don't know, this seems like maybe working through the levels of grief to me. We have loss, protest, and then on to merit making, eternal love, and justice. It seems like a progression through something. Maybe very challenging, maybe very difficult. Loss. It could be the end, well, you know, the end of a grief process. And so we're also using the Lucid Dreams Tarot deck today. We haven't used this one in a while. I used it like maybe last week for a personal read for myself, but even this deck has not been wanting to come out for me. I've been using, what is it? The Easy, like the book that you get when you buy this deck is like the Easy Tarot. I can't describe it. The artwork on it is kind of cheesy and the deck is like really flimsy and cheap, but I like it specifically for that reason. I kind of like shitty decks. Like I love these beautiful ones, don't get me wrong. I love the Lucid Dreams Tarot, and by the way, one of the other decks that I bought is the Final Rose Tarot, and this is a very sturdy, beautiful deck too. And that's the one that I got. Like, if our base reading contains a lot of relationship and romance stuff, we will bust out the Final Rose Tarot to clarify it. And here's the thing, like everything I ordered from Amazon has arrived, except for the one thing that I expected. I might have to contact somebody because it was supposed to be in like yesterday, and it says it was delivered, but I have not received it yet. And it is like, it is the one like snack food item that I ordered. These are like chips that aren't made out of potatoes. They're made out of chicken, and they're chicken and waffles flavor. And I was really hoping to have a little snacky, a little treat today, maybe before I read, but they're not here. We have the Seven of Cups underneath the deck, as well as the Page of Cups. It seems like someone is snatching a dream. Maybe that they thought they wouldn't have, now it is here in materiality. Or what is happening here is while someone is snatching their dream, like materializing it and being celebrated for it, it's like there are almost other people or some other person who like can't participate in this event. Perhaps, not sure. I'm not feeling very strongly about this message any one way or the other yet. So let's see. Oh dear. We have, what the hell is this? Okay. Well, yeah, this is like that progression energy. So we have the Tower, clarified by saving. And then the Sun. And what I think here, what's going on is like this saving, because like look, they're like stacking the coins, right, in little towers. And they're two people. The two people that fell out of this tower have built a new tower. And I don't necessarily, oh, you know what, this could very well be, I don't know, like I'm not going to call it as a romance reading yet, but it's almost like if you face disaster in your life at some point over the past several years, like a big one, it's sort of like you've been rebuilding. It's possible that you are going to rebuild these towers or the city of your life with another person, and it's going to be extremely joyful. And if this has nothing to do with another person, this is just you steadily rebuilding your life, like saving, like this is money, but it's almost like I saved myself. Like I did this. I encountered this disaster and I picked myself up and I rebuilt it and I'm happy. I'm happy, well, I guess so. We can be happy that it happened. I'm happy that it showed me who I really am. And I'm happy that I see I can have happiness after something like this. And I can create and build a life that I want, even after major destruction. Okay. We might have to bust out this final rose tarot deck, y'all, because I'm just I'm seeing some stuff. So in the next column, we have the 10 of Pentacles, clarified by coach and natural disaster. And I'm getting this natural disaster as being like linked to this tower. So I'm talking about these broad energies first to show you kind of what's clarifying them. But what I think here is like this saving is tied to the 10 of Pentacles. This is like the life that you've rebuilt. And maybe now you will be able to coach people through their own disasters in life. And that can be through any type of way. Maybe you just write like a little book. Maybe you, make content about it. You can do that through tarot readings. You can become a life coach to help people out. This also might be helping someone else though. Someone else might be going through or has gone through something similar to you, and they're not fully out of it. And it might be that you're coming together with someone in a relationship, and you are going to be coaching them through their own, like the last ends of their natural disaster, or rebuilding together. Because what we have here under the deck, under the general energies, is the Lovers and the Six of Swords. So moving on from that natural disaster, but we have two people here doing this. Two people that went through a tower, I believe separate towers at this point, though they might have been similar. And now we have two people rebuilding, one who seems a little bit farther along than the other, and who may be helping the other person. Not sure. So in the final row, we have the Knight of Swords with libation, donation. Donation is sticking out to me. This might be someone coming in, like I say, coming in to help. But a libation is also someone's pouring water into this. That's also like this relieving energy. So what do we have here? Oh, like I said, someone is perhaps, because this seems like for right now anyway, this seems like a completely separate energy. So we have someone kind of coming into this energy that's being established here. Libation, like with that Three of Cups, like as you're celebrating, as you're enjoying this sun, someone coming in who actually can't participate, or something else coming in that can't participate, because what we have here underneath the Knight of Swords and libation is the Moon, as well as the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands here is sort of constructed as a block. It's like this energy cannot see, they're like coming, they're trying to come towards this other energy here, but they cannot find their way, and they are being actively blocked. So you can see here also in libation, I don't know if you can see very well, but it's sort of like there's someone pouring, and like the other two hands are a bit like, I think they're supposed to be stabilizing, but to me in the context of this read, it's almost looking like they're trying to stop. Like, no, you can't pour into this. Like, your energy is not for this. So, okay, they're saying yes to the final rose. At least for these. Well, we'll see. We'll see as we go, because I'm just like, I don't know what this read's about. Reading with the panda, like, I'm getting used to that, because I hadn't even looked at these cards. Obviously, I've seen them in other people's reads, but I have never worked with them before, and I just opened them to just straight up use them in the reading. And so, like, all of this, because I haven't looked at the final rows either, so I'm not used to the energy of either of these decks, and it's a bit, hey Das, it's a bit weird. Let us clarify the sun first. Das, she moved the kipper. This is with saving in the tower. Being saved from the tower, from disaster. But what is this sun card? Okay. Rejected. 10 of mirrors. I guess, is that 10 of swords? So this is like that tower energy. I'm thinking of all the king's horses and all the king's men. Couldn't put, what, Humpty together again? Oh, but we have first date underneath the deck, as well as the hopeless romantic, which seems more in tune with that sun energy. So maybe someone you like, I'm not sure, but the rejected. Yeah. Oh, I almost choked. So we have a nice progression in the cards. This sun card is after the tower and rejection. We've rebuilt with quality time. And I'm pretty sure that's probably with yourself. But I think there's going to be like this progression into this quality time with another person. The final two, the Two of Rings. I don't believe this is the Two of Cups. I think this might be this deck's version of the Two of Pentacles. But it's sort of like, it's these two, the final two. The survivors, the rebuilders, these two are coming together. So this could be like major rejection from it. Because like the final two, there are even two little gingerbread people on this card, and one of them, the rejected one, is broken, heartbroken. So these might be two people coming together that have dealt with serious rejection from former partners, former marriages, if it's the tower. And they will now, having rebuilt themselves, perhaps be rebuilding with another. So let's go ahead and take a look first at this Lovers card under Coach, Natural Disaster, the 10 of Pentacles. I like this final rose deck. I like the little different takes on the titles and everything. All right, what's underneath? Ooh, the gossip and drama with the limo. I think, and the Bachelorette, I think, and the host. I don't know, I think maybe, and the Lovers, I think maybe something about, I don't know what the shit that is. ITM. Don't know if that's a mistake in the printing. Anyway, we'll figure it out later. I think that there is going to be something about this little relationship or whatever this is that's going to be a little bit scandalous. Like, I don't know, this person might be a little bit older than you. You might be a little bit older than them. I don't know if maybe like, I don't know, there's something like if someone's just going through a divorce, like maybe like, you know, I don't know. But I think like it's going to be like when y'all go more public. when y'all hit the town, right, together, and you're like out about your relationship, that perhaps there's going to be a little bit of a scandal. Let's see, the Lovers. Ooh, the hot seat. The bitch. And fantasy suites. I think, because it's the woman that's getting a little bit grilled here in the hot seat, and we have the bitch. I don't know, what I'm getting kind of is that like this person, if you're the femme energy here, okay, if you're the bitch, I think this person kind of likes that. Like y'all might have like a banter, or you might just be a very direct person, and this person likes that you're direct with them, or that you're like with this key, right? I was gonna say maybe a little bit more exclusive, a little bit more like, you know, I don't open up to everybody. You have to be the right one. And it's like with this key, this person gets the key to the fantasy suite, right? Because like, I don't know, you're just the same vibe. Let me clarify that. This is funny. The bitch. I would also say though, if you know you're a bit standoffish, like you might want to drop your guard for this person. Yeah, the front runner. I think that something else that what this hot seat means is that when y'all start like maybe going out, or this person starts talking to you, if you know this hasn't happened yet, this person is like a really good candidate for a partner. And if you're kind of more standoffish to that, if you're more in that I'm a cold-hearted bitch energy, it's sort of like, can you let that down for this person who seems very genuinely interested in you? Yeah, like shoulder to cry on. Like, I think that this person, like this bitch energy, might be defensive energy from whatever that tower was, whatever this rejected card is. And it's like, it's okay to open up to this person. It's okay to be vulnerable. Like you don't have to be queen bitch or king asshole all the time. So what's up with fantasy suites? I just think this person's gonna know how to communicate with you, and your guard is probably going to drop naturally, especially if this person has been through similar stuff as you. And they talk about it first, perhaps. Whoa, whoa, okay. So under fantasy suites, we have group date. So you might go out on an event with this person, maybe in a group or something else. You know what? Because we have the producer plant here. And what this means, like, because this is like set up like a reality show, right? What I'm getting, I was thinking like, oh, is this actually a group date, or is this saying like you have lots of options who are interested in you, but really they're all dogs who don't deserve like the key to your fantasy suite, your heart. And so, and like they're saying this person is a good candidate, but what I think actually could happen is that the initial way that you meet this person, they might have a friend of theirs, because this producer plant is someone who's meant to, like the producers put them there to like stir up drama or something like that. I don't think that this person is here to stir up drama. I think that in order to come into your environment, perhaps this person is going to set up an event with the help of a friend. It's going to be like a group event, not really a group date perhaps, but a group event put together with the help of a friend who will also be there. But it's specifically so this person can start talking to you, because we have this cliffhanger, like to be continued, right? So we're not sure. It's followed by the end, but I'm getting like, don't send this person packing. Like, give us the to be continued. Like, what's going to happen with this Six of Swords, which we'll look at now. All right, what's up with this Six of Swords? And then for that last row, I'm not sure we're going to use this deck. Maybe. Probably not going to know until I start trying to read it. The messages come out regardless. Oh. Oh. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to look this one up because the one that I was like, is it a design flaw? Yeah, don't do that. Don't self-eliminate. Don't just reject something because of whatever this past thing is. Oh, ITM. Oh, yeah, okay. This is perfect. Okay. ITM means in the moment. And if you've ever watched a reality show, this is when like they take one of the cast and bring them to like that confessional type space where it's like a personal one-on-one interview and they're talking about like how they feel about certain people or events that have happened on the show. That's what that means. In the context of what I read in this book, it makes perfect sense for our Six of Swords energy. So what you're being asked to do here with this person, if you know they are indeed really showing themselves to be a fantastic sort of partner when you're talking to them, being one-on-one with them, is sort of, you know, it's okay to be back in this hopeless romantic energy. It's okay to be in love again in that dreamy kind of honeymoon phase sort of way. And part of the silver lining of this tower, this Six of Swords, is that you are going to get to move back into this energy. It can't rain all the time. And also what is being asked of you is in this in the moment card is to self-reflect, is to ask yourself like how you're feeling about the situation and how you're reacting to it with that bitch energy, with that maybe a little bit overly defensive energy. Like, can you actually be vulnerable? Do you feel safe enough to do that? In the quiet moments when you aren't with this person, that's what you're being asked to do. Okay, so now we have this Knight of Swords. So we have the Moon here and the Five of Wands, but I'm actually going to clarify this Knight of Swords first, and I guess we are still using the Final Rose deck. Who or what is this Knight of Swords? Okay. This is someone you know. Perhaps someone you closed the door on. This is hometown. Someone, perhaps from your hometown, meaning your past. Someone who maybe held a place of importance in your life. Possessive. Someone who's maybe seeing this and wanting to stop it. Because they're possessive over you. It could also be someone that this other person is dealing with as well. It could be someone from, I heard no, it's someone from y'all's past. Okay. The single dad. The cocktail party. And the Moon. What I get is, if there was someone that, you know, this would have to have been if like, well, all right, here's the thing, y'all. This would have been someone, obviously, you were in a serious relationship with, whether that be a marriage or just something very long term. It is possible that in the time that you have been separated from this person, we have this cocktail party underneath the deck, it's possible that they have had many, many partners of a particular sort, right? As they've been out and about on the town, ignoring the red flags in certain parties, right? tattletale. Fresh meat. I don't know. None of that sounds very good. It is very possible that whether this is a man or a woman, that they have in fact had a child with someone during this time, and this person, the single dad or the single parent, would not be with their partner anymore. And the other thing that I wanted to say about this is that it is also possible that there was infidelity in y'all's relationship, and this person did not tell you that part of the reason why they left, why y'all got divorced, was because somebody else got pregnant. And that person is no longer in the picture. Oof. That single dad energy, if that's not going to be true for y'all, what that gives also is like divorced dad energy. It's the person who you divorced or who you left, even if that person like left you or whatever, it's like now all of a sudden they're feeling spurned. And so they're going to try to rush back in. It doesn't worry, they can't see, they're being blocked. So what is this moon card? This is fascinating. I always wonder, like, are the decks going to work? And like, this is spectacular. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna have to read this Final Rose guidebook, because I know the general like reality show Bachelor, Bachelorette premise, and I'm reading intuitively right now just fine, but I'd like to see their takes on everything because the suits are different. Oh dear. The suits are different, and I would like to say what they have to say about their own deck, how they would like it to be read, because it could help me out. I don't know. I think we're doing fine though. So this is the moon card. This person from your past, they have been thinking with this reflection card. What have they been thinking? Well, they would like to re-enter the contest as a potential candidate, and they are optimistic of their chances for success. And I'm getting with this moon card, like I'm saying they're unclear, this is delusion. Like, I don't know what reflection this person thinks that they did, but they did not arrive at like the correct thing, I don't think. I heard a no. So like I said, blocked. This could be the universe blocking them, or this could be you flat out rejecting this person if they do happen to come in. Again, this just might end up being an energy. Thank you for knocking that over, Dasa. Someone else might step in for you before they even move. Maybe not. I don't think so. I think this person, I think this person, like before they make a move, I do think someone that they're close to is gonna try and tell them, like, you know, I think this is not a great idea of yours. I think they're gonna have someone try and stop them. I don't think that's going to deter them. And I think, because like they're optimistic, right? They're like, oh no, I'm gonna like re-court this person. This is the first date card. Like, I'm coming in, we're gonna have a party. Like, I'm gonna be in on this group date or whatever. I think they're going to try to come in and just say like, hey, like, can't we just be friends here? Like, can't we just be friends? And this is where like the block comes in, because what I see here is the villain. Y'all, the Bachelorette, already know that this person is a villain. You are already at the party with this Two of Flutes, cheers. You're already at the party with someone. And this is a very serious person with this proposal card, okay? And also with this fresh meat, it's new. It's not like, I know that's pretty like, that's aggressive, but this is a new person. And at the rose ceremony, I believe you will be giving the new person the rose. And I think that's it, or else at least I'm stopping with the Mansion card, and because that seems to ring of the Ten of Pentacles, and then this other thing doesn't make any sense. Other than I think it's this like single, because I've got the single mom here with another ring type of card with the King of Rings, but it seems more like that single dad, the single parent energy, like saying, oh, but you know, I have a ring too, like I'm serious too, but it's sort of like, eh. We don't think we don't think so. So let's see if we can have best advice or outcome. So maybe a little drama on the game of life, the Bachelor, Bachelorette edition. You have your own little reality show, but it doesn't seem to be much of a competition. It just seems like more of some little drama that'll probably be quickly dealt with. Oh, sweet. I just think y'all are going to be in really excellent energy. Like at the bottom of the deck, we have next destination. That's like a little bit of that Six of Swords, right? It's like we're moving on. We're moving on to the next thing. And I really think you're going to paint the town red, right? And like we have the free spirit here. I think you're just going to be having a lot of fun. And the Paradise card. I think you're going to be having a really, really good time in this next chapter of your life. And so I hope if this is something that you would like to see, that it most definitely manifests in your life.